Hi everyone, it's Sabrina Woodworth with Work Lessons 101, and today's question is how to deal with a poor boss. So all week I've been talking about important career statistics, and one of them was 58% of managers say they have not received any manager training, and another one is 58% of employees say they trust a stranger over their own boss. So when I read these and researched these statistics, I thought they were extremely alarming, and I needed to address uh, how to deal with a poor boss, because chances are, given these statistics, you will definitely deal with one at some point in your career. So let's discuss. First thing is, bad bosses aren't always bad bosses. You actually need to identify your boss as an ineffective leader. Sometimes you're too sensitive, sometimes you're the one who needs to change, and sometimes you're not performing at the level your boss is expecting you, so they're harder on you. Depending on their generation, they may not be a strong communicator too. So sometimes you need to identify them as an ineffective leader, which goes into my second point is you need to categorize and learn their motivation and what actually is labeling them a poor boss. So those two kind of work together, because sometimes you are the one who needs to change and you are the one that's not performing. So if that's just not the case and they're just actually an ineffective leader and a poor boss, given the statistic about many managers not receiving training, you need to ask yourself, can you actually help them? Can you take a stronger role in the team? Even though if your title and salary don't justify it, but can you be that person that steps up and helps them? Because they're just ineffective due to that they haven't been given the right tools to succeed. That they're indeed not, say, a bully or just someone who wants all the glory, who's selfish. Find out what motivates them and exactly why they're a poor leader. So if they are a poor leader for, things out of your control and you can't help them, you're going to have to put a plan together to minimize the influence they have on your career. That might actually require you to move departments, move companies to get away from their reach. Given on the situation, this one's kind of a general one. You really need to understand the situation you're in to be able to put a plan together. Sometimes, one of the things I did when I had an ineffective boss was I just impressed their boss's boss. I had access to them, so I impressed them. I did portfolio assignments that were highly visible, that I got results into a large group of people, and that kind of protected me and got me away from that poor boss. That was kind of one of my plans. And of course, the next step 4, is execute the plan. So if you're gonna do my plan and take a portfolio assignment and get that's highly visible, you got to make sure you got the skills to do it. You got to make sure you succeed in these high visible. If you choose it and you go out your way, that you have to knock it out of the park. You have to do it really, really well, because it can obviously hurt your reputation if you don't. So those are just a few of the things that I wanted to talk about. If you do put a plan to get away from the influence and reach of your boss, you need to do these discreetly. Don't tell other people of your plans. Keep this really close to your chest. I would suggest not telling anyone if you can get around that, or if you do tell people, that they're definitely in your inner circle and you trust them greatly. If your boss is ineffective and a bully, or for other awful things, you need to be the bigger person here. You're going to have confrontation throughout your career. You cannot allow someone else's small mind to wreck you, to change you, to touch your integrity, to touch your character. You need to rise above it. You definitely need to take the high road. You need to stick up for yourself, don't get me wrong, but you need to not allow this person to change your integrity. Don't belittle them. Be the bigger person here. Rise above it. Put your plan together, get out of their control, and move on your career and move on to your success. Don't let them stunt your growth. Hopefully that was helpful. Please reach out to me to any of my DMs on any of my social media sites, or go to my website, worklessons101.com, and ask your question there. Have a great day.